Good morning, everyone. This is Tony, Tainted Lord A7, and here's another week and another playlist. A whole bunch of albums that I'm planning to spin this week, and hopefully you can join me and hear me talk about them. So, yeah, just another week and another playlist. The first band that I'm going to talk about is from a band that I don't hear a lot of people talk about nowadays, but they're really damn good. And that band is Triptychon and the 2014 album Milana Kazmata. Now, Triptychon are a band that blends death metal, doom metal, mainly gothic metal, and a little bit of black metal. But this album has this like dark, brooding, oppressive sound to it that just sounds heavy and sinister, and it's like and musically it feels like your head is being crushed with some negative emotions. Like the riffs are heavy and the songwriter is just absolutely stellar. And it's notable that um Triptychon was started off by a former Celtic Frost member by the name of Tom G. Royal. So I guess you could say this is his band. But overall, Triptychon's Milana Kazmata is just a great blend of death metal, doom metal, gothic metal, with a little bit of black metal thrown in. And it's just some really gnarly, oppressive, emotional, and crushingly heavy album. So yeah, Triptychon's Milana Kazmata, just an excellent album. And I think it's about time we got a follow up to this album because it's only been more than 10 years now. So, yeah, Triptychon, I hope you do a follow up to Milana Kosmata because, wow, this album is so damn good. Okay, the next five albums is from a band, a 80s thrash metal band that I'm pretty sure everybody knows. And they're really damn good. The first one is the latest one from Testament, Titans of Creation. Yeah, Testament's Titans of Creation is just a gnarly, fast, aggressive, porno punches, um, thrash fest. This is just amazingly good thrash metal with some heavy ass riffs, great solos, and some powerful vocals. Yeah, Testament are really consistent in bringing some high powered thrash metal these past few albums, and this album is no different. No different. Testaments, Titans of Creation is just an excellent, excellent thrash metal album. Really good stuff. So, yeah, Testaments, Titans of Creation. Okay, the next one is the previous album from Testament, and that's Brotherhood of the Snake. Again, another awesome thrash metal album from Testament. Um, if you ask me, if I had to choose Titans of Creation or the Brotherhood of the Snake, I'll say the more of the same. They're both excellent thrash metal albums, and definitely, and they're definitely both albums that need to be in every Metalhead's collection. But going back to Testament's Brotherhood of the Snake, it's just like I said, another excellent thrash metal album. It's got the riffs, the solos, the powerful vocals, the sheer heaviness and aggression. Yep, you can't go wrong with Testament's Brotherhood of the Snake. Another great album from this band. Okay, the next one is actually a best of, and that's the best of Testament. So obviously it's a compilation um that touches upon the first four albums from the beginning of the 90s. And yeah, this is not really a mandatory thing to have if you're a Testament fan, but I can see this album being like a starter pack. If someone wants to get into Testament, I'll say this best of compilation by Testament is a good way to go, you know? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you already have the albums um that this album touches upon, you probably already have those albums and you don't necessarily need this. But for a compilation, I think this is a good best of. So yeah, the Best of Testament, a pretty nice compilation. Not mandatory to have, but just something that's to keep in the collection, I guess. Okay, next up is Testaments, The Ritual. Um, yeah, this one is a little bit of a change from the previous album. I feel like this album has a more hard rock, heavy metal sound and less on the thrash. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of thrash. There's still some thrashy moments on this album, but I feel they kind of went a little bit softer and concentrated on being more heavy metal, hard rock. If I dare say, if I dare say. But still, this is not a bad album. This is a good album. Testaments to Ritual is just another good album in the discography. It's just to me, I don't find this album that thrashy. Um, it may be blasphemous for me to say that, but this is honestly how I felt when I listened to this album. So, yeah, Testaments to Ritual, another really good album in the discography. And the last Testament album that I'll be spinning this week is a classic, and that's Souls of Black by Testament. Now, this is an ultimate excellent thrash metal classic from Testament. Just just a really crushingly fast, aggressive thrash fest, riff fest of an album. I'm pretty sure every Testament fan knows that this is a classic, and it definitely owns that title of being a classic. This is just an excellent thrash metal album from Testament. So yeah, Souls of Black by Testament, really great stuff. Okay, next up is from a band that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but if you're into like that whole HM2 death metal sound and into bands like Dismember or Entomb, this band should be in everybody's radar. And that's Nocturnal Hollow, The Nuances of Death. Yeah, this band and the music worship that HM2 death metal sound that sounds like a buzzsaw going through your ear, and you can totally tell they were highly influenced by Entombed and Dismember. It's just one really heavy, aggressive album, just pure blunt force heaviness throughout this album. Nocturnal Hollow, Nuances of Death is just one of the many bands that pay tribute to that HN2 death metal sound, and it's done really well. It's just really excellent. And Nocturnal Hollow are a band that I feel that more people should talk about and check out. So yeah, Nocturnal Hollow, The Nuances of Death, an excellent album. Definitely check this band out. And the last album I'll be spinning for this week is Ex Mortis, Wide Forth. A very solid heavy metal band, and this is just a solid heavy metal album with some razor sharp riffs, great songwriting, some good powerful vocals. Yeah, if you're into your heavy metal like Iron Maiden or Judas Priest, well, mostly Iron Maiden, I don't see how you could go wrong with Ex Mortis Wide Forth. This is just a really solid heavy metal album through and through. Not too over the top, but still done really well. Just a really excellent album. Really good stuff if you're into straight up heavy metal. So, yeah, Ex Mortis Wide Forth. Really good stuff. And that's it, everyone. That's my playlist for this week. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and don't know where my next video is going to be, but hopefully everyone enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and stay heavy.